Hey there, it's Bobby, aka Paginator, and I'm here today with Fairyloot unboxing. This is the Fairyloot box for the month of January. It has been delayed, obviously, since we're now about halfway through February, but they did let us know that there were delays, so can't really complain as long as they communicate so we know what to expect. I think I know what the book is. I'm 99% sure it's going to be Lore by Alexandra Bracken, based on the fact that the theme hint from last time was something about ancient Greece. I might be wrong, though, so the best way to find out is just to open the box and see what's there. Are we ready to peek inside? As always, I can't tell what's in here. Okay, here is our card, and the theme is Greek mythology. Spoilers on the back. First thing I see is a wood product. This is a wooden spatula. What does it say? I'm gonna have to turn that around. Did you know food is infinitely more scrumptious when you're in love? That is a quote from Lovely War by Julie Berry. I haven't read Lovely War yet. People keep telling me to read it, and I just don't have time. Grad school's kicking my butt right now. Moving on. Oh, we have a book sleeve with a zipper on the top. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at how pretty this is. We have a Madeline Miller quote on both sides. So it says, "But in a solitary life there are rare moments when another soul dips near yours as stars once a year brush the earth." Look how pretty this is. Oh. So this is inspired by Circe by Madeline Miller, or Circe. I can never say that book title correctly, but that's really, really lovely. And it feels like there's some good cushioning to protect books when they're inside. You have black satiny kind of fabric on the inside, nice and squashy, so it'll be a good protection. Up next we have some character cards. We have the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, and it says the artist is at ARZ28, and they are inspired by the Wrath and the Dawn. One of my students is reading that right now, and it makes me want to reread it. Those are really, really pretty. I'm going to have to look up that artist and see what else he or she has done. Alright, an envelope here. What shall be inside? Oh, it's an iron-on patch. We have a Medusa head. Cool. I am building up my collection of patches. I have talked about this before. I made a bookshelf quilt. I made the top of a bookshelf quilt, and I need to get fabric for a bottom piece and some batting and have someone do the quilting on it. I just keep putting it off. I don't know why. But anyway, the point in bringing that up is maybe I'll add this patch along with some other bookish patches that I have to the top before I get it all quilted together. Alright, we've got another pouch here, and it says Fairyloot exclusive metal bookmark designed by @Taratja. What's it going to look like? Come on, come on, come on. I'm trying to get this envelope to open, and it is sealed rather snugly. Okay, I think we're ready. Ooh. That's really, really pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, so all these lines you can see, I can feel them. Like there's a texture, almost like it's a stained glass painting. And it appears to be Athena. Yes, Athena, goddess of war and wisdom. I don't know about you guys, but anytime I have a bookmark that has these tassels, I try to keep them on there, but for some reason they always come undone, and then this tassel-y bit like, it comes undone. I don't know how else to say that. Can you tell I'm fumbling over my words today? It's clearly obvious that it's worse than usual. Here we have a box, and if I'm reading this correctly, it says Cupid and Psyche on it. Ceramic trinket tray. Trinket tray. Not tinket tray. Again, fumbling over my words today. Alright, it's in bubble wrap, so we'll pull it out of the bubble wrap. Here we go. Oh my goodness, that's pretty and shiny. Cute. These are handy for jewelry and other little trinkety kind of things. I have one on my nightstand for things, and then I need to like put them away because I let them just pile up on the little trinket dish. Yeah, stuff happens. Here we have an art print. CHB, Camp Half-Blood. Is this Percy and Annabeth? Let's see. Yes, Percy Jackson print, illustrated by at ARZ28. So same person who did the character tarot cards. Very nice. Lately I've been wondering if I should reread Percy Jackson. Again, I have no time to read books, but in a couple more weeks I'll have more time because I currently am in 3 grad school classes right now, and the one of them is only a 7-week course, so it's gonna end soon, and then I'll have more time for fun reading. So maybe I'll pick up Percy Jackson again and reread it. I don't know. I have other books that I need to read for the first time too. I apologize if my energy is off today. It's been a day. It's been an anxiety day. But we're about to the book. Now, I know that it's going to be lore because I saw it as I was looking at the spoiler card, which, again, I had predicted since last month's box. What I don't know is what it's going to look like, because Fairyloot books always look special. They do amazing special editions. Let's see if we can... Ooh, sprayed pages. Look at that. Alright. I'm going to turn it like this so you guys can see the cover before I do, I think. Move this papery stuff out of the way. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Snake printed on this side. Bottom and top are just gold. This is very, very different than the original cover. Wow, 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 wow. Hunt or be hunted on the back. More of the snake on the spine here. Yellow marbled end papers. Oh my goodness. Okay. First, let's look at this. Foiling on the back also. And we have a print on the inside. This is gorgeous. Oh. Okay, so if you haven't heard of lore before, I'll kind of go over what it's about. It's set in modern day New York, and every 7 years, I think, yeah, 7 years, they have something called the Aegon. For a week only, Zeus punishes the gods by forcing them to walk the earth as mortals, savagely hunted by the descendants of ancient bloodlines, all eager to kill a god and seize their divine power and immortality. Lore Perseus belongs to one of these families, and her family was brutally murdered by a rival line. So she has fled and turned her back on the Aegon, but now she has decided it's time for revenge. So it says, as the next game dawns, Lore finds Athena gravely wounded on her doorstep. The goddess offers her an alliance against their mutual enemy and a way to leave the Aegon behind forever. But Lore's decision to rejoin the hunt will come at a deadly cost and may not be enough to stop the rise of a new god with power to destroy all of humanity. Things are about to get real here. Alright, let's do a little cover comparison. So this is the one that we just opened from Fairyloot. This is the Owlcrate edition. The regular edition is very similar to the Owlcrate. Which one do we like better? As usual, I think I will take the Owlcrate edition to school and keep the Fairyloot edition for my own shelves because it's too pretty for children to touch. I need to read it first though and make sure it's okay for middle schoolers. If any of you have read this already, let me know whether you think it's appropriate for 12 and 13-year-olds. I live in a pretty conservative community. Most parents are fairly open-minded when it comes to things like cussing and violence in books, but the sexy times thing kind of bothers parents, and it bothers me to put too much of that in front of my kids at the age that they're at. So if you've read it, let me know what you think in terms of appropriateness. We do have another print. This is on the back of the Dear Reader letter. That is also really, really pretty. And do we want to read the Dear Reader letter? I usually do. I guess I better read it to you. It says, Dear Reader, have you ever had a book that changed your world from the very first page? For me, that was Delaire's Book of Greek Myths. It was a gift from my mom when I was very wee. Alex and her way of starting to introduce our Greek heritage to me. Oh, when I was a very wee Alex. And her, meaning her mom's, way of starting to introduce our Greek heritage to me. The tales of the gods, heroes, and monsters instantly transported me, and it was thrilling to feel connected to them in some small way. That's not to say that I loved all of the stories. Even at a young age, there was a part of me that recognized how terribly women were treated in many of them, how cruelly they were punished for wanting more or expressing such ugly emotions as ambition, fury, or pride. I wanted to see them slay their own monsters to venture out into the world on their own quests. I wanted to change their fates. It wasn't until recent years that I began to recognize the many ways I'd suppressed my own goals or anger simply because that's what I believed society expected of me. Rather than a retelling, Lore is my take on a modern myth, one that sets the mythology's tragic darkness and drama in our modern world and comes at it in a feminist way. I've tried to pack it with all the things I love best, epic twists, romance, and friendships, new and old. And while yes, the gods are hunted and there's power and immortality to be had, this is really a story of hope and finding a way through the labyrinth of trauma. Much love, Alex. Alright, we'll take a look at the Fairy Scoop and just see if there's anything worth sharing with you guys. I want to make sure I open it without tearing the pages. I found something else in here. We have the bookmark that matches the theme card, which is a Fairyloot staple. And then we also have the theme for next month, which is now the month we're in. And that theme is What the Future Holds. So I'm guessing the book is going to be something futuristic, possibly science fiction. Let's see, it says you can expect items inspired by Warcross, Vicious, Red Rising, The Lunar Chronicles, and more. One of the items in this box is a hand-poured soy candle from at Flick the Wick. It'll be perfect to keep your home cozy. That sounds fun. I'm not going to read more about, they always give a few little clues about what the book next month is going to be. I think I'm not even going to read that to myself. Let's just set that aside so that we can be surprised, hopefully, with next month's box. Wow, there were some really pretty items in this box. The bookmark is stunning. That wooden spatula is really pretty. The book sleeve is also really pretty. And of course, the book is gorgeous. Fairyloot's been having some struggles with suppliers and some things, so the delay is not really their fault. It's just bad luck, I think. But yeah, I'm pleased with this product. I'm always pleased with the work that they put into creating beautiful bookish items for us all to enjoy. If I had to pick a favorite thing this month, I might pick the metal bookmark because it's just so beautiful. Yeah, so there we go. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.